Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Smackdown. Tonight we are starting off with a Money in the Bank qualifying match, a triple threat. The first non-one-on-one match of the Money in the Bank qualifiers. This is Kenny Dykstra coming out to face Chris Masters and Bret Hart in this one. Wasting no time, getting straight to the action. You gotta wonder what the dynamic between Bret Hart and Chris Masters is going to be like. Chris Masters, we know, has a high level of respect for Bret Hart, so high that it ultimately indirectly got him kicked out of the Hurt Business. But when it comes down to it, in between the bells, they're gonna have to go after one another if they want to compete in the Money in the Bank match. Bret Hart, main eventer. Can he get back into the main event scene? And Chris Masters is really in an interesting spot. He was on a roll, picking up a lot of singles victories, a lot of momentum, a part of the Hurt Business. But has certainly been on a bit of a skid the past few weeks, leading maybe like month and a half or so. So can he bounce back, get into that Money in the Bank match, and take advantage of the opportunity? That is the test for the masterpiece. But first, he's got to get past these two competitors, Kenny Dykstra and Bret Hart. This is going to be a good one. Let's get right into it. Chris Masters quickly going after Kenny Dykstra. Bret Hart also going after Kenny Dykstra. Hey, Bret, he's taking Kenny Dykstra and he's throwing him into Chris Masters. There you go. Okay. Bret Hart, the savvy veteran. Big elbow right to the face. And quickly getting a submission hold onto Kenny Dykstra, the boy. But Kenny Dykstra has the benefit of the rope break. Bret Hart releases. Chris Masters and Bret Hart going after one another here for the first time in this match. Didn't take too long. No hesitation, because they know what's at stake here. That is the shot to get into the Money in the Bank ladder match. You see here, we've got what the Money in the Bank match is looking like so far. We know Jeff Hardy's involved. We know Marcus Corvan is involved. We know Roddy Piper is going to be involved. But we've got 3 more competitors to be determined here up until WrestleMania. Okay, Bret Hart setting both men up at opposite ends of the corner. Bret Hart looking for some kind of isolation on Kenny Dykstra maybe. Then Bret Hart hits him with a swinging neck breaker in response to that, and then hits Kenny Dykstra with a big German suplex. Bret Hart is in control here in this triple threat. Chris Masters back on his feet, and nope, Bret Hart was ready for it. Now he's hitting Chris Masters with a Luthez. Bret Hart clearly in the driver's seat for this one. But right now he's just running around like a madman. Bret Hart reversing Chris Masters, getting out of that hold, and now he hits him with a shin breaker, maybe? I don't know what to call that, honestly. But either way, it's effective. It gets Chris Masters down on the ground. The targeting indicators are all out of whack, but that doesn't stop Kenny Dykstra from hitting Bret Hart with a little hip toss there. And Chris Masters just mocking Kenny Dykstra, talking that shit before he sends him on a grueling and painful and uncomfortable trip. Bret Hart's like, I don't want to watch this. I'm done watching it, and I'm gonna just flip you really quick. Some kind of inverted snapmare, maybe. Not really sure what to call that one, but he's gonna hit Kenny Dykstra with an inverted atomic drop. Luthez here to Chris Masters again. Bret Hart's giving him out for free. He's giving him out for free, giving fists out like they are, I don't know what. Okay, Kenny Dykstra reversing Bret Hart there, and no, Bret Hart also reversing Kenny Dykstra. He's giving Kenny Dykstra Luthez, giving him out for free. Oh, Kenny Dykstra with the clothesline on both Bret Hart and Chris Masters. Kenny Dykstra might be the man going to WrestleMania. Good for him. And okay, big backbreaker there delivered by Chris Masters. And then he turned around to walk into some chops delivered by Bret Hart, the Hitman. The excellence of execution. Let's go. Let's go, brother. Okay, he was looking for some kind of running grapple behind Chris Masters, but Chris Masters had eyes in the back of his head, ready with another reversal here. But Bret Hart not allowing any kind of big grapples to be done to himself, to his person. And he, again, hitting a big move. Nice delayed suplex there into a smooth pin. However, Chris Masters, that long frame, was able to reach the ropes. Kenny Dykstra looking for some offense, cannot get it. Walks into a big German suplex delivered by Bret Hart. And Bret Hart, he's applying the sharpshooter to Kenny Dykstra, but Chris Masters is standing right there as a spectator. And Kenny Dykstra is able to reach the ropes. Chris Masters was just standing there. He was watching it for a second. I couldn't tell you what happened. Big swinging neck breaker there. I can tell you what happened there. And that was a big swinging neck breaker. And, okay, Bret Hart, uncharacteristic dives like 57% across the ring and was able to make some kind of connection on that missile dropkick, delivering to Kenny Dykstra. Bret Hart, okay, very nice snap arm drag in reversal. Kenny Dykstra and Chris Masters are hurt. They are not feeling well. They are worse for wear at the moment, and Bret Hart has got to capitalize on both of these guys. Big swinging neck breaker there. Another swinging neck breaker. And Bret Hart once again going for the sharpshooter. Chris Masters on the ground. Can Bret Hart get the submission from Kenny Dykstra? He does. Bret Hart is going to WrestleMania. Big start to Smackdown this evening. Bret Hart coming away victorious in this triple threat match. He's going to the Money in the Bank match. Can he compete in the ladder match? We're going to find out at this age. For now, we've got the rest of the match card to go over. We are going to go straight into the previews for the remaining card. Our next match, Carlito and Chavo Guerrero, one-on-one exhibition competition. Chavo's gearing up for his Cruiserweight Championship match against Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Carlito's got a big match against JBL at WrestleMania. Who's going to build some momentum heading into the show? Match number 3. CM Punk versus Umaga. One-on-one. Mr. Kennedy setting his Samoan Savage after his WrestleMania opponent. CM Punk is going to have to be cautious because Umaga has a knack for hurting people. And CM Punk is just 2 weeks, maybe 9 days away from a World Championship match. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. But our main event, The Undertaker, one-on-one with Edge. We know Edge and Randy Orton and the Brothers of Destruction have not been able to play nicely with one another. So we are going to see what kind of combustible elements are at play. We saw Undertaker defeat Randy Orton last week, but that was by DQ. Can we get a real match out of this? Kane's going to be at attendance. Randy Orton's going to be in attendance. For now, we're going to continue on with match number 2. You see, we booked it as a handicap match in the gameplay. That's just to give Chavito a little extra chance of taking home that dubski. He does take home that dubski. Defeats Carlito. JBL gets involved, causes interference, distracts Carlito. Carlito walks into a gory bomb. Chavo hits a 5-star, and he gets the 1-2-3. Our next match, CM Punk Umaga one-on-one. It's next. Okay, this certainly is not Umaga and CM Punk. It's Randy Orton and Kane in the back, in the parking lot. Randy Orton is just absolutely attacking Kane, destroying him with the chair. The fight goes beyond Randy Orton and Kane, Edge and The Undertaker. This is so personal. These two are not going to just let things slide any longer. And quite honestly, this is very tactical strategy by Rated RKO. If they know that they can take out the Kane, the big red machine, if they know that they can take him out of the equation in that main event, they've got the advantage over The Undertaker. Orton continuing to just destroy Kane. At this point, I'm amazed that Kane is still conscious. Oh, Orton, what are you doing, brother? My goodness! His throat's got to be cut. Randy Orton has dismantled the Big Red Machine. The Undertaker's got no one to watch his back. Here we go, CM Punk. Back to our scheduled programming. Randy Orton would dastardly act. Kane wasn't even scheduled in this match, or in this card this evening. He was just going to go out and show support, give his brother some backup. That's not happening tonight. But what is happening is this match between CM Punk and Umaga. Umaga, obviously, Mr. Kennedy's little bit of muscle. His henchman, so to speak. And his only task is to do damage and weaken Mr. Kennedy's opponent, Mr. Kennedy's challenger for that World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. It's not a question of can CM Punk win here, but can CM Punk survive and get out in one piece? That is always a valid question, a valid goal when facing off with the Samoan bulldozer that we know as Umaga, that William Regal knows as Umanga. This got a big fight feel to it, and I think both these boys are going to come through with a good performance. My goodness, this man is terrifying. CM Punk has got to be cautious. Umaga is unpredictable, and quite frankly, he's pretty unstable. Okay, CM Punk trying to hit him with a dropkick. Umaga says no, sir. Umaga quickly getting out of the way. CM Punk, he's got those educated feet. He's got to put them to use. Okay, he missed, and Umaga quickly got on him, but CM Punk able to get out of that one. Okay, CM Punk hitting him with that dropkick that he was going for. Couldn't hit with that low dropkick. He's trying to take out the legs of Umaga. Not a bad idea, but if you're going to miss, you got to be careful. Umaga, 1, 2. Okay, almost got the 3 just by laying on the man. Just his sheer weight is enough to take out a common man. Okay, nice quick takedown there by CM Punk. CM Punk's got to keep Umaga on the ground, so he's going straight to some submission holds, which I'm not mad at. The Boston Crab is one of the deadliest of all submission moves that you could apply, so not surprised by the choice here. This game is also Smackdown vs. Raw 2008, therefore every wrestler's got a Boston Crab in their moveset, and it's probably the 3rd or 4th most commonly used move in said moveset. So, CM Punk, nice step up enziguri there on the big Samoan bastard. Let's go. CM Punk's got to keep him on the ground. Umaga has got the upper hand now. Umaga may be looking for some kind of swinging neck breaker. No, CM Punk is able to get out of it. Hit him with the clothesline. There you go, brother. There you go. Hit him with the stomps. Hit him with the stomps. Oh, just launching CM Punk into the corner. That back hitting that turnbuckle. At least the padding is still there. The padding has not been removed, so it could be much more unforgiving than it is now. Okay, big shin straight to your chest cavity. Never feels good. And now Umaga getting in that camel clutch, but CM Punk, look at the strength of this man. My goodness. I don't think that's really happening, but it happened just now. And okay, CM Punk was looking for some kind of German suplex. Maybe Umaga said nay and just fed him some elbow, and now threw him out of the ring and then does his little dance. That tribal twirl. And now Umaga's coming after CM Punk. CM Punk's ready for it though. He says, all right, brother. Throwing him into the quarter. Hit him with a kick and then some punches straight to the face. Just absolutely decking him. My gosh, CM Punk is faring rather well against the Samoan bulldozer. And he's going for a big missile dropkick. Unsuccessful outside of the ring, of course, but he quickly gets back up and then shows a high amount of energy stored when he just runs right back into the ring. But not the point. Umaga has he's tried to get some offense in on CM Punk. CM Punk is so slippery. He knows his counters and his reversals well. And Umaga once again throwing him outside of the ring and doing his tribal twirl. Oh, a huge spear coming from Umaga, my goodness. Umaga just pulled it out of nowhere. The match was at a standstill for a moment, but Umaga just delivering a vicious spear, and CM Punk says, I gotta get out of there. I was not aware that this man was capable of that. CM Punk, Umaga have had a lot of... CM Punk and Umaga have had a bit of history competing together on the Survivor Series Team Raw. Okay, CM Punk hitting him with the fist to the face and then a big leg sweep. There you go. Nicely done, Phil. And he's getting up. He's going to go for a Batman maneuver. Not a fan. And then the inverted DDT is much better than the Batman maneuver. I can appreciate that much more. Go for something different. Big elbow. He goes for something different. There you go, CM Punk. Proud of you, brother. And CM Punk cannot land the kick. He could not land the kick. Oh, boom! Big super kick. My goodness, beautifully executed, but not nearly enough for the Samoan bulldozer Umaga. Umaga going into some kind of rampage here and missing the running grapple. Big drop toe hold there by Umaga. CM Punk, Umaga. This match is intense. Oh, Umaga just slapping the back. The torso taking damage, taking some shots. And then delivering another shin right to the chest cavity. Oh, what's he coming for here? Looks like some kind of shining wizard from the big man. From the big man. My gosh. Umaga looking to launch. Oh no, CM Punk. He's got something going for himself. Okay, CM Punk just kicking Umaga from the leg. Now going. He's got him up. He's got him up over the shoulders. And he hits Umaga with the GTS. No way. No way. Looking for the Pinsky. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk picks up the victory and shocks Mr. Kennedy. What a match. But CM Punk was able to pull it out over the Samoan bulldozer Umaga. And Mr. Kennedy is indeed surprised. He knows that his challenger is the real deal, and he's going to have his hands full at WrestleMania. But we still got one more Smackdown in between that. This wasn't even our main event either, folks. It's time for our main event. The Undertaker. In what could be more or less a handicap match. Now that Randy Orton has taken care of Kane. Undertaker certainly has got the odds stacked up against him, but it's not the first time the Phenom has had to battle an uphill battle. Undertaker's gonna put up a fight no matter who it's against. And while his chances may not be that great, his chances are a whole lot better than the average man's in this situation, or the average wrestlers in this situation, because the Undertaker is not an average superstar.
You think you know
But to say that our tag team champions are average would also be inaccurate. Because these two have been doing what they want since they paired up at Survivor Series. They quickly took hold of the WWE Tag Team Championships, and they have held them firmly in their grasp, to the exception of when the Brothers of Destruction challenged for them and eventually got themselves disqualified. This thing between the Brothers of Destruction and Rated RKO almost is a game of one-upsmanship at this point, because they just keep trading off blows, attacking one another, and that's just what's been going down. So What is going to happen here when Edge and Randy Orton take on the Phenom? Excuse me, just Edge. Okay, Edge throwing the first punch and Undertaker just stops him, excuse me. The brother to Kane. And Undertaker delivered a big knee there to Edge. Edge coming back with the fist. This is Edge's first chance at getting his hands on the Undertaker after the Undertaker abducted him from Randy Orton mid-match. Had no way out. Okay, Edge delivering a big dropkick straight to the face. Very nicely done there. Picking him up for the electric chair. There you go, Edge coming out. Looking like a man possessed here early on in this match. And these two superstars going back and forth. Former world champions in their own rights within this series. Edge started off as the world heavyweight champion, and Undertaker, obviously, if you've been watching and following along closely within this series, you would know that over on Raw, the Undertaker has been doing his thing as WWE champion. And we see Randy Orton there in the corner. It is a handicap match in the gameplay, but it's not a handicap match on paper in kayfabe. We just want the presence of Randy Orton here. We didn't do it very often for managers because we didn't want to spam it up, but now we got the presence of our manager in this match just because it is so important to the story. Undertaker is outnumbered here after Kane being taken out by Randy Orton. Big slaps to the face, just degrading, demeaning Undertaker. That's just going to make the big man mad. And I don't know if you'd want to do that. Undertaker, big move there. He's got a rope break. Why'd you do that? It's not going to be even a 1 count anyway. This is done. Taker. Taker's got to get some offense in though, because Edge has been a wily dog right now so far. And Taker looks like he's looking for some kind of running power slam. Maybe he's setting up for a tombstone. No, sir. Edge getting out of it, delivering that inverted DDT. And another, just yanking him this time down by the hair. And Undertaker is just getting worked, getting that business from Edge. And my goodness, he is just smearing his face on the ring rope. That is just about as disrespectful as it can get. And Edge, we've seen the lengths that he will go to pick up a victory against an opponent, whether it's somebody like Kane or Undertaker in this case. You know, maybe a Bobby Lashley earlier on in this series. It doesn't matter who was against. Despite, you know, Edge has primarily been dealing with Kane being the main thorn in his side. And this rivalry has been going on throughout most of the year. And Taker just stomping on the knee of the Rated R superstar. Oh, big boot there. Feeding him some boot. Oh, okay. Edge trying to get out of it. He's trying to deliver some kind of clothesline, but Taker just said, no, sir. Not going to happen. Not allowing it. Okay, big running something there. Big rolling something. I don't even know. Big elbow drop. I'll tell you that much. Looking, okay, he was looking for a pin, couldn't find it there. And Undertaker looking to just brawl him out here. Edge trying to fight out of it, can't do it. Belly to back suplex delivered by Undertaker. Big move, and now he's just gonna lay some fists into Edge after yanking on his face, just raking the mouth, the eyes, the chin. It's all painful and none of it feels good. Edge able to reach his foot into the rope break there. And Taker looking for the pin.
1, 2.
And Edge kicking out. Randy Orton nowhere to be seen in that instance. But Taker just throws Edge out with that big fist, knocking him out of the ring and coming after him. And this is where it could get dangerous. This is where the numbers really play into it. Randy Orton getting involved, and in the kayfabe, it would be a bit more subtle than that. And Undertaker getting Edge to attack his own partner instead of him. Look at that. That's kind of what would happen is Edge would be going for some kind of strike towards Undertaker. Undertaker would move and Edge would hit Randy Orton. That's kind of how Taker would get out of that debacle. And now Randy Orton looking for the same type of damage. Oh no, he's just mocking him now. Edge is saying, yeah, bitch, yeah, take this. And Edge continuing to just talk down. My goodness.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Edge just got Taker in the ring. Randy, get out of here. Get out of here, brother. And Edge is just mocking him, hitting him with a little spear there. My goodness. And then Edge setting up for a bigger spear here in the corner. Edge just stalking the Undertaker, hitting him with a big spear. There you go. Taunting him and then going for the pin. 1, 2, can he get it? 3, yes he does. Edge is able to pick up the victory over Undertaker.
You think you know me?
It's not clean by any means, but Edge does get the one-on-one singles victory over Undertaker with a clean pin. Randy Orton heavily influenced this match, and it was more of a handicap match than a one-on-one match, but Edge, on paper, gets the victory over Undertaker. And that is our episode of SmackDown, folks. Big episode of SmackDown on this one. We're going to make sure we've got everybody signed up on our roster. Now we'll simulate over to Monday. Check out WWE.com. Draft reminder doesn't matter because we're not going to be doing it a second year. We are WWE.com, of course. ECW winning more fans, 150,000. I don't get it. You know, we're 4.5 stars for the ECW show. Okay, 4.5 star probably for the ECW title. Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. That's a good show. Raw gets 4 stars. SmackDown gets 3.5. Yeah, I don't understand it. It's just a shame. We lose 150,000 of our fans. Still, not as heavily saturated in the Power 25, but we still are up in this thing. Finley, number 1. My goodness, we didn't even give that boy 100 popularity before we shipped him off. That's crazy. CM Punk, number 2. Rey Mysterio, the Cruiserweight Champion. Mr. Kennedy down there at number 10 from being number 1 last week. Just because he took a loss in a managerial spot, I suppose. But it is what it is. Let's check out what ECW... Let's check out what Raw and ECW did. Sandman, Big Show, half star. JTG Ashley, Chris Jericho, Michelle McCool, Great Khali, and the Created Superstar, 2.5 stars. 3.5 star match between the ladies. 3.5 star match between the ladies. TLC Tornado Tag, Finley and Elijah, the tag champs, taking on Roddy Piper and Batista, maybe some kind of qualifier. And John Cena defends the WWE Championship in an Ultimate Submission match. ECW. 4.5 star show. Okay, 3 star with Mickey and Rick. Triple H and Kelly. Okay, so Shawn Michaels didn't even go up against Triple H. Watch him go up against Snitsky or something like that. Sabu defeats Johnny Nitro. Snitsky and HBK. Look at that. Hardcore match, 4.5 star show because of one match. And then Shad and Ric Flair in the main event in a steel cage. 4 star, 3.5, 4.5 with our parking lot brawl, but we don't get awarded a 4 star match or a 4.5 star show because of our 4.5 star match. 4 star and then 4 star. You see Undertaker won. I think it's got a little messy. And Edge and Randy Orton lose on the gameplay. Just don't bother. Next week is the go home show to WrestleMania. One more episode of Smackdown before the biggest show of the year and the conclusion, the finale of this series. Thank you everybody for watching. Take it easy. We'll catch you in the next one.